Having your first job is like being in your first love. Sometimes it lasts, sometimes it hurts, but at the end of the day, we have happy moments and some lessons learned. Hi there, it's Trang. Welcome back. It's now graduation season and a lot of millennials may be looking for or are going to enter the first full-time job. So it's perfect time for me to share my experience in case this is useful to someone. I am going to list 5 things I learned from my first full-time job. Although my experience is in the field of broadcast journalism, I think what I am going to say is useful for any fresh graduates who want to know more about the working life. Briefly, I worked as a reporter and news editor in Vietnam television, or VTV, in more than 2 years. The major subject that I covered was business and economy. In 2018, I started to produce myself some episodes of a 30-minute program featuring Vietnam's business and economy. So basically, I also had the chance to be a producer. Currently, I left VTV to prepare for my master's degree abroad this September. So the very first thing that I learned is getting hired is only the beginning. If you have successfully landed a job, congratulations, that's great. But you are not done yet. You are still far from knowing everything you need to know about performing the job and, more importantly, getting used to the culture of your new workplace. It's going to take time and effort to make yourself a truly valuable piece of the puzzle. Find your strengths in the workplace and the skills you offer to make yourself truly valuable. Do not ever stop trying and learning new skills. So at VTV, I had the chance to work with very talented people, and that was the motivation for me to keep on trying and improving myself. And besides, we need to be in a position where we can interview or talk to a high-profile person of our area of interest. Or sometimes we have to cover the news out of our interest if other reporters are not available. So it's a must to keep on updating the latest national and international news and learning various sets of skills. As a newcomer, you should be ready to try and do different tasks. In my workplace, when we first came in, we have the chance to try and learn reporting, editing, video making, producing, and some people are elected to try being a news anchor. I remember being very excited to learn so many skills that I never had a chance to. After all, we could find our strengths in some particular tasks we are good at, and we do them more often than other tasks. But remember, we do tasks plural, not just a singular task. So multitasking is also what everyone needs to learn and improve in a workplace. So being hired is good, but you are not done yet. Don't ever stop learning new skills. Secondly, your job may not be as glamorous as you think. That's why it is said that you should do what you love so that you can still love what you do even when there are difficulties. From my job, TV journalism can be fun and very exciting, but not as glamorous as you always see. Well, the most glamorous part are makeup, nice outfits, sometimes meeting famous people and traveling. But there are a lot more to talk about. We have a flexible schedule each day. This has both pros and cons. We can start our work shift early in the morning and then finish early, or we start late and then finish late, but sometimes we have both early morning and late night shifts in one day. And we should be ready to work during weekends and holidays. This also means we have to say goodbye to some parties with our friends. Well, let's check this out. So it's very late, it's now 11 p.m. And I have just finished my job and I'm coming back home. Tomorrow I'll be here again at around 6 a.m. I'm going to have like 5 or 4 hours of sleep tonight. I'm going home. It's now 11 p.m. Look at this. Merry Christmas. So it's been a quite good day at work, but tomorrow I'm going to be here again very early in the morning. Not very cool. For field reporting, sometimes you're asked to report an urgent event and you don't know the detailed content of the event until you get there. So basically, you just have a short duration of time to gather information, interview, and then get ready for a stand-up which is supposed to be in time for a live news bulletin. I mean, the job requires the ability to receive information or complex issues quickly and then explain them in simple and concise language. We work under strict pressure of time as well. The next thing is don't take it personally when it comes to harsh comments or argument at work. At first, I didn't know how to put one sequence after another logically when editing a video. I also made a lot of mistakes while writing and editing news items. I felt like the first 3 months at work was the time when I made the highest number of mistakes in my whole life. And that is why I received many comments and sometimes quite harsh comments about my work. I was even wondering, whether I was hated or something. But you know what is worse? The worst thing in this world is that you make mistakes and no one tells you about it. And luckily, it was not my case. So I finally realized that at the end of the day, what people really wanted is that all members of the team could get better and thus contribute to the mutual development and benefits of the whole team. Those comments actually helped improve my work a lot. And it was not only me, my colleagues and seniors gave strict comments on others who had worked there for a long time as well. And after work, we still got along. We are friends. We had lunch or dinner or parties together. So don't take it personally. No one hates you. The fourth thing is don't hesitate to ask. But before asking, do your own research first. This is important, especially when you are a newcomer. If there is anything you feel unclear about, I have to remind again, do some research first. Then if it doesn't work and you still feel confused, then ask. Don't do the job with confusion. Sometimes you don't ask just because you are shy or you don't want to bore anyone with your questions. Actually, although people are very busy at work, there are some people who are helpful and willing to support you. You just need to find the right people and ask them nicely. And last but not least, work-life balance is important. I am not at all good at this, so this is gonna be a piece of advice for myself. I work a lot. Somehow, this is a good thing because I want to learn as much as possible from my work and challenge myself with harder tasks every day. This is also understandable because I think I am young and unmarried and career is now my priority. But that makes me feel exhausted sometimes. In the first year at VTV, I didn't have any day leave from work for vacation. I worked and worked for almost 350 days. So lesson learned. Some days off at home or to the beach or back to our hometown will do us good after a hard time at work. We should not overwork and ignore our physical and mental health. Spare time for self-care every day. We should arrange time for our dear friends too because after all, friendship is among the most important things, isn't it? So those are 5 things I learned after more than 2 years working in broadcast journalism as my first full-time job. Having your first job is like being in your first love. Sometimes it lasts, sometimes it hurts, but at the end of the day, we have happy moments and some lessons learned. I hope you'll find this video useful. Leave a comment down below if you are a newbie at a workplace. And please share with me and others your stories about the first days at work. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you next week. Goodbye and good luck.